Welcome to Sports News. The Confederation of African Football will meet in Cairo on Tuesday to discuss possible sanctions on Morocco after they pulled out from hosting the 2015 African Cup of Nations. There are indications that apart from a lengthy ban and a hefty fine, a possible replacement could be named for the 2015 tournament. Last month, the governing body wrote to various federations, including South Africa and Ghana, asking of their availability to host that event. Some of the countries that have lost their hosting rights, with reasons ranging from withdrawal due to lack of government funding to security challenges, include Libya, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Zambia. Meanwhile, Super Eagles foreign-based players are already beating Monday night's deadline to hit camp in preparation for the must-win African Cup of Nations qualifier against the Red Devils of Congo-Brazzaville. Aaron Samuel was among the first set of players to arrive at camp this evening and was well received by the 8 home-based stars who are already in camp. Other foreign pros who arrived this evening include Sunday Emmanuel, Omatone Aluko, Hope Akpan, Godfrey Obwabona, Rahim Lawal, and Ogenyi Onazi. With more players expected before midnight, Coach Keshi said training will effectively take off on Tuesday evening. Well, Super Eagles captain Vincent Inyama has been included in a 5-man shortlist for the BBC African Footballer of the Year. The Lille shot-stopper is the only goalkeeper nominated, following his superb form for the Super Eagles at the FIFA World Cup Brazil and the French Ligue 1. Other contenders include Yaya Toure, who will be making the list for the 6th straight year, Gabon's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Algeria's Yassine Brahimi, and Côte d'Ivoire's Gervinho. Former Super Eagles captain J.J. Okocha is the only Nigerian to have won the award since inception, having finished tops in 2003 and 2004. And that's it on Sports News. Amarachi will be back with the rest of the news at 10 in a moment.
And on the foreign scene, fighting has resumed in 3 states in South Sudan, violating a ceasefire agreed by leaders. The army accuses the rebels of starting the conflict, saying their attacks were repelled. Victoria Idowu has more on this.
This latest fighting occurred in 3 states, the Upper Nile, Jonglei and Unity. They are areas where rebels allege oil fields have been targeted. It comes days after South Sudan's President Salva Kiir and rebel leader Riek Machar discussed 2 weeks ago mediation efforts in Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa. And what was supposed to be a renewal of talks between China and Japan was nothing more than mere formality. When both the Chinese president and Japanese prime minister met at the sidelines on the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Beijing. Journalists there said not much talk went on between the two, beyond shaking hands in front of the camera. Also today was Remembrance Day for the victims of the MH17 crash in eastern Ukraine. Hundreds of bereaved family members and friends gathered at the Dutch capital Amsterdam to honor their memory. We'll end with the first historic visit by the Albanian Prime Minister to Serbia in 68 years. Prime Minister Edi Rama's visit was seen as an attempt to look beyond their differences following a football international match that was abandoned last month. Kosovo, previously a part of the Serbian province, became independent in 2008. The resentment between the two spilled over to last month's Euro 2016 qualifier in Belgrade. Those were the day's top stories on the foreign scene. It's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Victoria. Now, memories of the heroic exploits of former Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Professor Dora Akunyili, is brought to the fore in a new Nollywood film titled A Place in the Stars. Let's join Mayowa Ogundele for details and more on Entertainment News.
On Entertainment News tonight, the stars and crew members of Steve Gorka's A Place in the Stars stepped out over the weekend for the world premiere of the movie. The flick, which was dedicated to the heroic works of the late former Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, stars Sheikh Marinze, Gideon Okeke, and a veteran actor, Dejumon Lewi, from the village headmaster.
With the last cheap trick you pulled.
This story was inspired by my encounter with Dora Akunyili. When I met her, I was meeting a new breed of Nigerian, someone that was, swimming against the tide. She could have very easily looked the other way and made a lot of money, but she chose not to, and she spoke up for the common good.
Four-time Grammy Awards nominee Femi Kuti has signed a management deal with urban music record imprint Chocolate City. The Afrobeat singer, who had never been signed to an indigenous record company, is believed to be getting set to release his 7th studio album, No Place for My Dreams, on the Chocolate City platform. Multiple award-winning Nollywood actor Osi Okeje has tied a marital knot with his Canada-based girlfriend Ibukun Togono in Lagos over the weekend. The lovebirds completed a traditional and white wedding rite over the weekend, putting away strong rumors of Osi in a romantic relationship with stage actor Kemi Lala. Meanwhile, an up-and-coming Ibadan-based musician, Porter, has accused Shantizo and his producer of the tunes of sampling a hook of one of his yet-to-be-released tracks. The aggrieved singer told the NetNG Tizo's trending Perfect Gentleman contains a chorus of a track he sent to the tunes for promotion earlier this year. Shantizo has, however, denied the report. Well, that's it on STM News. Thank you for watching.
And the main news again. A suicide bomber believed to be a Boko Haram member has blown up 33 students at the government's comprehensive secondary science school in Potiskum, Yobe State. The bomber reportedly sneaked into the school during the morning assembly disguised as a student and detonated his explosives. Northern governors have agreed to support the presidency and have asked the federal government to declare total war on Boko Haram. The governors at the meeting in Kaduna described the sect as a rebel group bent on destroying the nation. And government and rebel forces have clashed in 3 states in South Sudan just after their leaders agreed an unconditional end to fighting. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.